I'm gonna go quite fast, and let's rather keep questions till the end. The point is, a microsite like this is going forward. When you see what the microsite looks like, if you haven't got one, it's very professional. So we've all got digital business cards with PropCon, and that's also great if it has some other functionality. But this microsite is very, very good looking, and it has that functionality. I'll show you how you could, share listings, other agents' listings, so it looks like yours, etc. Which you can do in PropCon, but you first got to import them and do all sorts of things. But the main thing is it's very, very, it makes you look very professional. And if you see going forward, also the guys who are going to be found on AI and stuff is the guys who look credible. So you also have this opportunity where previously maybe if you've got nothing, you're just a person on eXp's website. Now you've got your own microsite, you can have a blog, you can add articles and things all the time and start looking credible and share these things with your sellers. But it looks extremely professional. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on your Okta, obviously just go to microsites there. But so when you go to microsites there, you'll see, okay, either you're going to log in. I'm going to press there in any case, just so you can see. Or if you haven't created is this working now? What's happening here? Log in. There we go. So here you'll see I'm on sign in, where I'm going to sign in now with Lydia's account. Otherwise, you got to sign up. And when you sign up, I know you're supposed to then get an email with a code, and then you're active because it figures out you've got an eXp email address. But I'm going to go sign in. So I'm going to just sign into Lydia's account here. Now you can have 2 microsites. I'm just mentioning it. You don't have to, but I'm just mentioning it. And the reason I'm mentioning it is because you'll see here Lydia's got a microsite. Let me go to that microsite just to quickly show you what it looks like so you know. And then we're going to create a new one quickly, very quickly. So that you see how easy it is. But again, this is now after Lydia's is created. So when you're busy creating it, you'll see at the top there it says me.expsouthafrica.co.za/Lydia. That's going to just depend what name you create while you're setting up. You'll see it just now and whether it's still available. So the next Lydia can't be that. She's going to have to be something else. So you just copy that link and you can send it to your clients. Now look how professional this looks. And most of this is changeable, which you'll see as we're setting it up now, even that image in the back there. So, I mean, this is just looks very, very professional. Very professional. There you go. There's listings. So those are our listings. And I'll show you because I chose that only our listings show on this microsite. So people can go onto the listings as well. So obviously, if you're on that listing, you could also share this link with them. Just copy and paste it. What did I do now? Let me go back. Listings, a little bit about yourself and things. It's a very professional looking site. And at the bottom, you'll have social media links. You can put extra links in the footer. I'm going to show you all this very, very quickly. And then, as I said, at the top, you've got your own blog. So you could go and add articles here and things. I mean, it's becoming so easy to create content, right? But now at least you can put it on your own site and send it. Just looks professional. This just looks much better than any other agency is offering their people at all. Nobody is actually offering them this. Okay. But what I'm going to show you, so once you're logged in, so forget that the fact that I have a site here, we're going to go to create a website. All right. I've got somebody's mics on here, Lydia. I haven't even created a co-host. Just going there quickly. Okay. Sorry. So I'm going to go create a website. This is how easy it is. So once you've actually got access to this, you simply log in and you go create a website. There we go. So we're going to run through these. There's tabs at the top: personal info, homepage, properties, footer, and then you'll get to the blog just now. Okay. So this is the first part of it. You just go and put in your details. I'm going to really just go random here. I'm just going to go ZZZZ because we haven't got time. Okay. And you'll see all this later on. I'm hoping it's going to accept it. The email address must obviously stay there. Let's just go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, numbers. And now here you choose your name. So it's going to be me.expsouthafrica.co.za / whatever you choose here, if it's still available. So let's just say I'm going to go. Let's just go Andre Forster. I'm just going to make sure it's available because I also have a microsite and Andre will probably not work. So as soon as I click out of there, it doesn't want spaces, I guess, no spaces. And this is go Andre V. Okay, it's happy. You see, it changed from it was red because it says the URL is already taken. I've taken it, but now I'm going to go. Okay, well, let's go Andre V or whatever. You can call it anything. Call it whatever. Okay, but there you go. Now that's going to be your link going forward, right? Primary site. set. I'm not too sure about that, but if you've got more than one site, it means that's your primary site. Don't really know what it means, probably for later on if they link to you maybe from the eXp website. Okay, you'll see there's already a couple of things in here as a dedicated. This is just giving you an idea. So this was pre-filled. Something about you. So all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add stuff just so you can see it is being changed when I create the website. So there I've added ZZZ. I'm going to go try and add ZZZ everywhere. Okay, Facebook URL. Let's just copy one. I'm not going to do all of them. Let's just quickly, let's copy that one. That's fine. Where am I now? There. Facebook URL I'm going to put in there. So you just copy your actual Facebook link and put it in there. And the same with all your other ones, right? So I'm not going to go and do all of them. You can put in Twitters, TikToks. If you don't have them, you don't have them. Then you just leave them blank. And all of the time, obviously, just keep saving. Just like with anything. Save too often rather than not. Okay, so save there and create website. I'm just going to save and create all the time. Right, then going to go back. Edit. So once you're in your dashboard, next time you come back, you can go and edit your site, obviously. So I'm going to go edit again. Sorry, I went out there. So personal info is good. Now on the right here, you've got your profile info over there. You see profile photo. So there's nothing there. Choose an image. Let me quickly find, just quickly put a few in here just now, just so it's easy to find. Okay, there's a photo. I'm just going to add that photo. Confirm upload. Okay, so we're going to see all this appear just now. Right. So there's the profile photo. It's busy uploading. There we go. URLs, right. That's everything for that tab. So now I move on there to the home page tab. Again, anything I see here, I'm going to add ZZZZZ so you can see later. Obviously, it's not what I want, but just so you can see it's being changed. Subtitles. Okay, hero image. That is the first image you see in the background. So you can add anything here. So you can go and choose an image, find a free image online or get ChatGPT to create one or whatever. I'm just going to add, let's just add whatever one. Let's add that one. So I'm just adding an image, right? And say confirm upload. Remember, just because it sits there doesn't mean it's up. You always got to confirm the upload. Right. So there's my picture. Going back to anything that I can edit. So you could change this completely. But I'm going ZZZZ just so we can see. Here it says I'm a dedicated ZZZZ. Okay. Featured images, I'll show you just now. That comes just at the bottom of the page. It's really just decorative at this stage, but let's go and choose. I'm going to just choose the same one 3 times so that you know it was the right one. Okay, let's choose that one. Obviously, you choose different ones. It can be anything, remember. It doesn't have to be a house. I'm just throwing things in here, but just so you see what it looks like. Let's choose, as I said, I'm going for the same one, so you'll realize that was what I was doing. You would obviously choose 3 different ones. Okay, there we go. So confirm upload for that one. Uploading, done. Confirm upload for that one. This is a thing I forgot in the beginning. That's what I mean. You see the images and you think they're there, and then you go to your site just now and they're not. So confirm upload. Okay. Come. Okay, there it is now. Now it doesn't say confirm upload anymore. It says choose image. So that's if you want to change it. So that one's done. That one doesn't say confirm. That one, okay. Save changes again. I'm saving all along the whole time. Right, that's that section done, I think. Right, then properties. I'm going to come back to properties because this is the more intricate one. So I'm going at the top there to footer. So footer, you don't. Okay, let me quickly. I'll tell you what. Let's open this so long, just so you can see. So here you can see so long. There we go. There's my house I put in the background. Yeah, all the ZZZ, so that you know you can customize and change for yourself. As you carry on, okay, listings at this stage, don't worry about what's there because I'm going to show you just now why it's there. There's all the ZZZs. There's our profile photo that I put up, and there's the 3 images I put up, which are just decorative. At the bottom here, you'll see they have only got one social media link because that's the only one I put in. If I click on that, it will now open my Facebook page. There we go. Okay, so you know that's working. And now the footer is down here where there are obviously certain links. You can add extra links. So whatever you wanted to, I'm not going to even think of what. So I could add links to my own website or whatever. Let's just say there was. I'm just going to add my Facebook link there again for no reason, but just so you can see it works. Okay, so that's the footer, which is where we are now. In the footer tab over there, and I say add a link. Okay, so I'm just going to add a link. You choose what it is. Let's just say my personal Facebook. I know I already have a Facebook link there, so I wouldn't actually put this over here. Oopsie dear. You could, but I'm just showing you can put any link in here and then add the actual link. Here we go. And then save changes. So now if we go to my page over there and I refresh it, remember this is my actual page. Now you go to the bottom and by the footer, with a bit of luck, oh, there we go. Links, yeah. So you can add more than one. My personal favorite. So there's again. So that's what the footer is for. All right. Before I go to properties again, I'm going to end with that. So we've handled personal info, we've handled the homepage, and we've handled the footer. Properties we'll do just now. So now manage posts up top here. This is where you can add articles. Manage posts. There we go. Yeah, you would just simply say add a new post. If you had posts, you would see them here. All right, so you could edit them. I'm going to say add a new post. And again, I'm not going to be going anything fancy. I'm going to go. My title is ZZZ. My content is ZZZ and ZZZ and ZZZ. So you could put a whole article in here about anything, about footsteps, about the selling process, about your area, Durbanville, or whatever. Okay, and you can obviously, you can change it. You can make that an H1 and you can make that one bold and you can make that one italic. Okay, and you can make that one. So I'm just putting in things here. Okay, carry it down, very important. It's very nice to add a featured image. So it just makes it look more professional on your website. Again, I'm just going for a house now. Okay, you decide. Once again, just because you see the image doesn't mean it's there. You have to confirm the upload. Okay, and then so you can just leave this and keep saving it, and you can create the post there, and it won't be about. Let's do that. Create post. Okay, so I've created the post that's created. But if I go to my website and refresh it. No, I hope I'm right. And then go to the blog, there will be nothing. There we go. No blog posts yet. So you can start creating a post and you can save it and everything. Now I'm just going to go back to edit here. When you're happy with the post, then you would toggle this button which says publish. So now I'm going to say, okay, I'm happy with this post, publish it, and then update the post again. Now going back to my actual website, if I refresh the website and I go to blog up top there, now my first article should be there. There it is. Okay. So as you saw just now on Lydia's site, I mean, I have a whole lot of articles. And now this is people, how they see it, and they go onto that and they can read more and you can have the whole article down here. So this is great. You could share this article only up top there. Just share that link with people in a newsletter or whatever. Other than that, it's in any case sitting on your site. Okay. Now we want to go to the properties part, which is what people are going to see here. Okay, let me just quickly, sorry. So the important thing here, where am I now? Go back to, see, I'm on the blog section, remember? I'm just going to click back up top there. If you do something wrong, just go to your dashboard and just edit the site again. But anyway, back should take me there. Okay. The personal info, homepage, footer, and manage posts we've covered. Now we're going to properties. So this is the properties people will see on your website. All right. Sorry. Let me just. So here's, okay, firstly, what you have to do here is choose, right? So if you see here, it says show agent properties only. So if you click that, toggle it on. Remember, if you looked here, there was a whole lot of stuff, right? Flipping. There's actually, if you look here at the pages, there's 1,300. This is all eXp's listings. So just ignore that for the moment. But that was because I didn't have it toggled on. Now, if I toggle on, it must only show my properties. And then here you can say show active properties only, which is almost what Shanae was saying just now, but which means it shouldn't show your sold posts, etc. if you toggle that one on. I'm going to toggle both those on. So theoretically now, if I refresh my page that I actually save changes. Theoretically now, if I refresh my page, which is my home page, and I go down now I will only see, I mean, now you see there isn't even a next page because there's 3, 6, 9 listings here. So those are actual listings. And it shouldn't, I just want to, for a test, I'm going to say with show active properties. I'm going to toggle it off and save the changes. And see, now remember we had 9 properties there. If I refresh it now, So just so you know the functionality, and I'm hoping it's right. Now there's 3, 6, 9, 10, and there's another page. Okay, so now any properties that are still active on my portal but that are shown sold, there you'll see there's a sold, there's a sold. So now there's more properties. Okay, but I don't want my sold shown, let's just say. So I'm toggling it off and saving changes. Now, so remember I said show agent properties only. Now on my website, it's only mine. If I toggle that off, it's going to show the whole eXp South Africa's properties. Okay, so say show agent, toggle it off and save the changes. So that's where we were just now. Firstly, now there's our properties. If I refresh it now you've got thousands and thousands of properties. So if you've got no listings, that's great. You could now be advertising the whole eXp South Africa's listings. If somebody clicks on there, and you could share that link obviously up top there with them, they will see your details. Obviously now it's up to you, would be up to you to actually get hold of that listing agent and see what the situation is and whether you could actually refer someone to them or come to a commission split agreement or something. So, but where this is very, very handy sometimes, so you could have 2 microsites, as I say, one you share with your normal people or whatever with only your listings on, or otherwise maybe create another microsite where you've got all the eXp South Africa's listings on, because where this could be very handy is especially if you go prior to, you've got a buyer maybe in well, let's just say in Durbanville. You go onto eXp's website and you go and look for listings in Durbanville and you see, okay, well, Lydia's got one and Shanae's got one. And then you contact them maybe pre showing your buyer these listings, and they say, yes, please bring a buyer. I'm happy to work on a 50-50 or 80-20, whatever it is. So now you know, then you can go to that website of yours, go and find the listing. I mean, you can search, right? You can search by area, etc. So let's just go Durbanville. Enter. It'll bring. So this is on. Remember, this is on your own website. Now the point is now, because they've said that you're allowed to. Oh, where am I now? I don't know what happened here. Sorry, my spelling. Durbanville. Search. This works exactly like eXp's website. It's just on your microsite. So there we go. So let's just say whatever it was. Let's just find the listing. Anyone, no matter who it was. Let's just click on this one. Let's just say this was Lydia's listing. Sorry, I don't know now whose listing this is because it's got my name, our name on it, right? Now you can go, because Lydia said, yes, please work on it. Now you go on your microsite where you've put all South Africa's listings, and you can go and copy that link and share it with your client. Because now you know you've got permission and everything, but they're not going to go and contact the agent and make things sort of get with them a car. Right. So now you send this to people. If they contact you, even on this contact form, you will get the email, etc. And you do get an email with it'll show you this reference number. Now, so I know this is still how you get hold of this is one thing, but you would have to go and find it on eXp's website. If it was not somebody you'd spoken about before, make sure whose listing it is on eXp's website and then contact them or whatever. Okay, so there's options here to be able to actually get access to stock, send people listings. They're very professional. What's nice is then they could actually have a look at the rest of your site as well. Okay, so I think I've sort of covered most things at this basically, but just look at that. I mean, this is set up in about 10 minutes, right? Look how professional that looks. I mean, this is much more professional than any person has. Okay, it looks just really, really, really looks good. So just toggle the property part of it, etc. And think of the functionality, and especially with a blog as well, creating content, sending it to people. Once you send it to them, they're on your site, then they'll go and look at your homepage. They'll see, you see, this agent means business. I mean, they look good. Okay. The about section there. Okay, there's also ZZ. So you could have changed all this. Okay. Right, that's about, I think, it.